What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sideline to Baseline with your host MB and Klew. We in the building. Hey, y'all, man. Hey, it's all my fault. It's all my fault. Did I do that? It's all my fault. Hey, I've been slacking off. We ain't made nobody no problem around here. MB brought it back to the table, baby. So y'all know what time it is. He's a problem. And right off the front, fresh off the press. Listen, that Dookie, Jason Tatum, 50. Yeah. He dropped and gave him 50. Not that song, but he dropped and gave him 50. Listen, he dropped 50, 4 assists, 10 boards, baby, and 1 block in a win over them struggling Minnesota Timberwolves. Jason Tatum's just he's become a man right in front of us, and I'm not saying that like it took year 3 for him to do it, or 4. I think it might be 4 this year. Yeah, 4. But he's been doing it since day 1. He really can't. His coming out party, I really believe, was year 2, and he's just been getting better and better. And now, obviously, the weight of that championship is on him. The East is not the same East anymore, so he's gonna be challenged a lot. But dropping getting him 50 MV is a great start.
yeah, because they no doubt they need it. They need it because they've been struggling this year. Marcus Smart was out, and they haven't been having the success they needed, and they need him. He's the main reason. He's the engine, man. He's the main reason why they keep that thing going, man. So, yeah, definitely got to get that thing going. And then they just beat Denver Nuggets this week. So, they broke Denver Nuggets streak. So, you're right, man. I'm going to stay in the same vein, man. Show the Duke Blue Devils some more love, man. And, man, ACC love too, baby. Man, he's a problem. Zion Williamson, man, making it do what it do, baby. Back-to-back dominating games, man. First game this weekend, 37 points, 8 assists, 15 boards. Second game, man. Hey, look like deja vu. 38 points, man. 4 assists, 9 boards, and 2 blocks, man. And the thing about him, man, they got him playing Klew a little point forward position, man. Let him be the point guard, man. Do what he do, man. And man, he making it do what it do, man, because he's a problem. Hey, grown man like that. I think Rich Carlisle compared to, he said the Shaq with point guard skills, man. He definitely getting it done, man.
Look, LeBron who? LeBron who? There go the point forward, baby. Put my Duke gear on, baby. LeBron who? LeBron who? It's all about Zion, baby. Look, Zion did his thing, man. And what's impressive, he did it the old school way, MB, no threes. Who doing that? Who doing that?
He get it
they
done.
got to shoot 10 threes a game, right? Every player. Right. It's in their contract. 10 threes or you're fired. He's doing the old school way, and ones and all twos, and during it with him, all layups and dunks.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, the last problem in basketball, baby. This a throwback from the past, man. A guy that came in, shucks, he been in the league for a minute now, maybe 8-9 years. And beat Eric Cantor, 24 points, 2 assists, 30. Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, another throwback, 3-0. Yeah, I said it, 30 boards and 2 blocks. Now that ain't Wilt. No, that ain't Bill Russell. No, that ain't I can't even think.
Drummond, like he'll do some numbers like that every now and then. Drummond.
30.
Yeah,
30.
Good Lord. 3-0.
Man. Hey, listen. So just amazing work by a guy that's really has been a role player.
Right.
Pretty much all his career.
I was just about to say, I don't think he even started. Somebody else is out. That's why he's starting. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that sounds right. Because Eric Cantor came in. Actually, I remember his story. He was in that crew with Kentucky, man. He played with Boogie and and
Wall.
Anthony Davis.
Oh, Davis. Okay.
But he never played. He came from overseas, and something happened with, NCAA got involved. And so he never touched the floor. He just practiced. Wow. He never touched the floor, practiced for a year, and then win a lottery pick. So he never really played. It might say Kentucky if you pull him up, but if you dig deep, he never played.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, you ain't got to dig too deep, because this next guy, man, he becomes the first in the history of, we're going baseball, San Diego Padres. Hey, you ain't got to dig too deep, because he's number one on the list. He's the only one on the list. Joe Musgrove threw the first no-hitter in San Diego Padres history, man, getting it done. And the thing about it, this dude is a local town, born and raised in San Diego, just got traded, just signed with them in the offseason. So, man, what about that second start of the season, man? Getting it done, no-hitter. Oh, my God, getting it done. Joe Musgrave throwing that pitching, baby. He's a problem.
He's a problem. Wow. And MB, and this right here, you have to do the research. You the research guy, you the stat guy, man. You got to do the research, MB. This lady right here, Hope Trotman, 21 batters faced, 21 strikeouts. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. I think y'all will get annoyed if I did that 21 times. So I'm going to stop right there. But all of them got to sit down, MB. All of them. Trot went through the perfect game on Sunday, striking out all 21 Arkansas Pine Bluff batters she faced in a 3-0 victory. And MB, with a score like that, y'all ain't put up but 3. Y'all needed every one of them strikeouts. Because you never know. A couple of them, boy, y'all got a dog fight. So she needed every last one of them. So I think that's what made it so impressive. You weren't playing no bums. You had to have a great game. You had a great game, a perfect game, and then did, and won it for your team. That's amazing, man.
Hey, that's why they call it a perfect game. I guess it's like bowling, man. You know.
And with a name Hope Trotman, listen, I hope she don't play against my team. She's a problem.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you who else was a problem, man. Had me turn on the TV this weekend. Golf, ain't nothing going on but the Masters, right? And, man, the dude, man, Hideki Matsuyama, right? First Japanese player ever to win the Masters. Heading into the final round, Klew, the Sunday match, he had a 5-stroke lead, getting it done, was able to just finish strong. He only won by 1 stroke, but, man, he got it done, man. Hey, he's a problem.
Man, so first, Matsuyama, first Japanese player to win? Wow. So he's breaking history.
Yes, he's breaking history. He won a few, I think in 2001 or something like that. He won the Low Masters. I guess that I don't know exactly, but this is the first Japanese player ever win the Masters, man. He pulled it out.
Wow. What an amazing time to do so. Obviously, Asians getting a little hate from out of nowhere. And what an awesome time to come through and bring a ton of pride and a ton of a huge moment for Asians everywhere. So I know everyone's excited about it. I'm not the golf person, LB, but man, I'm excited that happened, especially at a time like this.
Yeah, I'm not a golf person either, other than unless I'm Tiger Woods, I'm watching that. But man, that was the only thing on TV, and I was like watching. I was like, man, it was impressive, man. He got it done. It was he gave us some strokes. Had a double bogey, a triple bogey at one point, but then he ended up finishing strong, getting it done, man.
Wow. So we're gonna jump right into it, MB. What do you think about your man? I got to bring the story again, because your guy, Eddie George, named head coach at Tennessee State University, HBCU, MB.
Yeah, man, getting it done, and we know what that effect is. That's a direct result of Deion prime time getting it done. So I mean, Tennessee State, they like, if you could do it, we could do it too. So my man ended up getting the job, man. Man, I was like, wow, that's impressive move. That's a good move on their part. Give him opportunity. Really didn't have any head coach experience, obviously, but like I said,
coach,
man, that's my dude.
I'm cutting you off. MB head coach. What coach?
No, did he coach? You said what?
I say, when did he coach?
Question.
You said what?
When did he coach? You said no head coaching experience. What coaching experience?
Hey, man, player coach, man. Hey, he's always a coach on the field, baby. Done, man. That's why I coach. Oh, Shelly want to say something.
Right, I'm not camera ready, but I don't even know if you can see me. But I got a problem.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a problem.
Look there.
I'm an HBCU grad.
Yeah.
Why is it that you have HBCU players who have played in the league and have coached, but can't get none of these head coaching jobs at HBCUs?
Hey, Shelly,
I mean, that's a problem. Y'all talking about he's a problem. That's a problem.
Well, we didn't say he's a problem for that.
No, I'm saying that is a problem.
So what's the problem?
I agree with you.
The problem is that why are they able to get these jobs and you have qualified HBCU grads who can't even get these jobs?
Well, who to say they haven't got the job?
No, go do the work. Go do the statistics. Go look. Go check it up. They haven't. How Eddie George? What he coached? What has he coached?
Hey.
I gotta go somewhere, but I wish I was on this show so we can keep the conversation going.
Get him, Shelly.
I still have to come back.
Hey, Shelly, I feel you. Pac Jam and I had this conversation this morning, MB, and he was gung-ho like yourself, excited about it. And I said,
that ain't right.
Man. I said the identical thing. He will tell you. I said the same identical thing Shelly did. It's other guys that are in the business already and are working towards that and not getting the opportunity. However,
I know what it is. I know what it is because the name brings the alumni dollars, it brings the sponsorships, but you have to give your own a chance. I'm sorry. The same way that we want African Americans to get head coaching jobs in the NFL, HBCUs, and I thought the president, the athletic director,
right. There you go.
I fought all of them, but it just ain't right.
But that's just speculation, though. That's just speculation. No, I'm saying it's just speculation because you don't know if they have given somebody a chance. You can't say that like we haven't. You may be right, you may be wrong, but you just saying it based on your opinion. You're just saying it based on your opinion.
That's absolutely my opinion.
But that's what I'm saying. You saying that based on your opinion.
What has Eddie George coached?
But just the fact, and that's the whole problem. But that's the issue, though. Right, and it's always it was proven a lot of times. Right now, you see, okay, Steve. But hold on a second. We talked about it.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. I mean, he did some assistant, like not even assistant coaching. He going head coach.
Steve Nash inherited a team.
So what's the difference?
So what? But I mean, he inherited a good team.
No, they ain't making a trade. No, I'm just saying though. Well, I'm saying why, but why does he get an opportunity? It's okay for him to coach, but Eddie George can't coach.
I'm not saying Eddie George can't coach.
I'm just saying though,
is that they could have gave somebody else an opportunity.
But I'm just saying,
Mark Jackson had already primed those dudes and made some good.
No,
moves.
you talking about Steve Kerr?
That's Kerr.
Steve Nash.
Oh, I don't care about Steve Nash.
No,
I don't know enough about. Well, they should have gave that job to.
All I'm saying, that's just speculation. They should
have gave that job to a black man. Anyway,
that's just speculation. You know.
So look,
you could be right, you could be wrong. Go ahead.
No, with this Steve Kerr, had he coached? Okay, well, I got it.
No, Steve Kerr coached. He was assistant coach. Okay. Yeah, but Steve Nash did. Steve Nash wasn't officially coached. But go ahead, Kalou.
Let's take this situation, and that's what that's what we need to deal with. And he was given the job, MB, like given after they released the coach, I think the article said something like Friday the coach was they let the coach know Friday he was fired. He let his teammates know Saturday night. Well, they announced that Sunday Eddie George got the job. This wasn't no coaching search, MB. They already had the guy. You know what I mean? And I know, let's face it, traditionally it works that way, but this was worse. They didn't even bring nobody in to interview. This wasn't even like, let's pretend like we having a coaching search. This was like, hey, we got our guy, and our guy has never coached nothing. He ain't coached his kids at Pop Warner. So let's get some Pop Warner experience first. Do you even will Eddie even coach do he know the schedule, MB? You know what I mean? Like everything.
Man, don't disrespect the man like that.
No.
Don't disrespect the man like that.
Will you even, because if you read on in the article about what he's doing right now, he ain't got that kind of time. That's what it say to me. He ain't even got that kind of time right now. So that's why I said, does he even know the schedule? Because you've been doing everything else but football.
Well, first of all, let's address the one thing what Shelly brought up, and you said you talked as well. The guy, based on the article, I don't know the details, but the guy, Ron Reed,
Correct.
right? He's actually played at Tennessee State.
Correct.
So in reference to getting somebody a chance, he was there. He's been the coach there since what, 2010?
I'm talking about.
Hold on.
No, but you missed what I said. I said somebody that was in the league that came from HBCU that might even have coaching experience in the league that's looking to move up in the ranks. And there's an opportunity for a head coaching job.
But listen, we understand because
that was some backdoor stuff.
Hold on a second. So, no, we understand what this effect is. It's effect of what Jackson State did with Deion Sanders. I mean, it's a clear.
It is not that guy though. We both know that he's not that guy.
But what I'm saying though, this is what their answer to that, right?
Right. Okay.
I mean, you get an opportunity. It's their answer to that. You know, I remember when Deion got hired. I got a call from a friend of mine and said, "Hey, you looking to coach because they looking for it. Somebody want to answer to that, you know?"
Right.
And that's Tennessee State answer to that, you know. Right. And so in one breath we say, "Well, man, we need to give opportunities because we bring the fact he never been a head coach before, and we use that against him." And we're like, "No, man, Deion, he can do this, do that, right?" It's the same way to me. I'm looking, why not Eddie? Why not give him an opportunity?
Not head coach. I'm saying coach at all. It's a little bit different.
But it's a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. I told you this from the beginning. Just like John Lynch, he never been a general manager before. It's some head, but if you surround them around enough people who know what they're doing, you can make them successful. And it's no different because that's the same argument. Well, guys don't get opportunity, and we was like, why not? Why? If you surround around enough competent people. And he got the right character, got what you're looking for, you can get it done, you know?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll
because you can say the same thing about Deion in this regards. Man, he leapfrogged a lot of people. He never been a head coach on a collegiate level.
But he's been coaching, MB.
Yeah, he's been coaching high school. He's been coaching high school.
Correct.
You can say he hasn't been coaching college or you can say that this and that, or you remember you bring up the argument. Well, shoot, he need to be in somebody in Florida need to hire him right away.
Right now. Oh yeah, that's what I said.
But I'm saying you was like saying they should have did it, but then somebody bring argument. Well, he never been a head coach on the collegiate level. He never ran a program, and it's the same argument that people use. Like I said, if they want to justify something, they'll find a reason. If they want to get rid of you, they'll find an excuse, and that's all I'm saying. You know. I definitely understand what you're saying, but like I said, to me, we can't. I don't want to switch up my argument because I'm advocating for somebody to give an opportunity, even though they have the experience,
absolutely,
because of support. So I'm staying consistent with that. You know.
Well, Rick, Deion coached. He was the OC in high school for about 5 years. I think. About 5 years he coached. He started his own school, Truth University or Truth something, and then that school closed, and then he still coached. So he's been coaching the entire time, even while being on television. I mean, he was serious about coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So that's answer to that. So this is huge, MB. I get what you're saying. You know, I hope it's gonna be interesting to see how Eddie approaches it, because he's not that same type of exciting figure. The name is as big, but what he brings behind his name, as far as like Dion, it's a show. It's not gonna be a show like that, MB.
Yeah, but how many hires out there that you have that's a show like that? You know?
No, not very many.
Yeah, so it's not but like I said, this is their response. You got a guy that's a great character dude, that's a good dude.
Correct.
You know, they talked about how he helped Derrick Henry, you know, as far as mentorship and stuff like that. And then as far as Nashville itself, Tennessee itself, I mean, you got a legend that's doing it done. So regardless, you know,
but it boils down to this with me every time. Recruiting. Like I feel like Dion will make Miami, Florida, and Florida State an overnight national championship contender, because them guys stand here. Period.
Those guys what?
These guys in the state of Florida will stay here and play for him. That's our problem. All three of those schools, they leave it. Okay, but I think when you look at Eddie George, he may be able to win in Tennessee. What else? ETSU, you might be able to beat them, but I don't know. You know what I mean? And then it's Tennessee. Unless you recruit out of Memphis, MB ain't nowhere else to go. So I don't see him being a national recruiter. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe right. Okay, but his name will carry some weight. It's obvious it's not Dion. I mean, Dion's in the media and Prime, just a different character, different dude. But Eddie, Heisman Trophy winner, good dude, so he'll have some type of impact, right? That's what I'm saying. He's not. We can't like it's. I mean, I can't even think too many guys that will have an impact like Dion. I mean, just his personality, prime time. He's prime time for a reason, right?
It's a few of y'all that would.
You said what?
It's a few of y'all that came through to you that could.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, though.
It's a few of y'all.
Yeah, but
it's not in that category though.
But it depends on what you're looking for, though. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Like we talked about this with Hubert Davis, right? And we talked about obviously Kenny Smith had the he's on TV. He's got right now he's got a bigger name from a publicity standpoint. But Eddie's standpoint, I mean, he's a good dude, good people. Correct. He gets in the living room. I mean, he'll make some type of impact, but it may not be on a grander scale like Dion. But still, I mean, it's better than well, no disrespect to the coach before, but from a publicity media standpoint, right, is more impactful than what they already had.
Absolutely.
So from that standpoint, sometimes I can't have that type of home run hit back, but if I can have a double, if I can get a guy like Eddie George, the head coach, it's worth the try, you know?
Right.
If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking to answer that, it's worth the try, you know?
Right. That's just tough for me. Yeah, being where he is, expectation maybe he locks down like Tennessee and hooray. You know what I'm saying? Like UT don't recruit in Tennessee, you know? Like again, they better recruit in Tennessee. Hey, you get out of Memphis and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. For that whole
but maybe that's a bigger impact than what they already had, you know.
Well, he was. Hey, he was on a show at one point? Didn't he used to live in Atlanta? You better go to Atlanta and recruit there. Just go to Atlanta. Skip Tennessee altogether. Go straight to Atlanta and bring them back.
but Klew, I don't know. So you're saying that if you can't have a big impact like Dion, you shouldn't get an opportunity?
No. So I'm not going that far. But when you make a big splash like that with a name like that, it better pay dividends. And that's my problem. I don't see how he's gonna pay. Is he gonna get a school notoriety more than it's had? Absolutely. Will he probably be able to bring sponsors and stuff like that there? Absolutely. But winning ball games, getting players, real deal players there, that's where it stops. So I don't see them being, and I don't even know what they were under the old regime. I don't see them moving very much.
And that's what I'm saying. That when you talk about impact, it's all subjective based on what they're looking for, though.
Correct.
You know,
correct. That's why
you know, I mean, they finished what they was 2-5.
Yeah.
The last they was 2-5 last year, 20 and 21. 2019 they was 2-8. 2018 they were 4-5. You know, so if you're running from those type of numbers, I mean, they thinking like, man, we might as well give it a shot. What we got to lose? You know,
right.
So the standard, what type of impact they're looking for is all subjective, I guess. You know,
yeah.
I mean, that's why I say it's unfair we compare it to Deion, because there's not too many hires that's going to be like Deion Sanders unless you go out there and get Michael Irvin, you get Jerry Rice, you know, you get some guys like that can make an impact. But other than that, man, it's not too many people that come on that level.
Give your big dog and home team down here. Give your big dog a team, man. Hey, I'm putting my name in the hat for South, baby. Get South a team right here.
Yeah.
Overnight, and to put Deion on his schedule twice. Not once, but twice. Get Big South a team, man.
Big
y'all
South, baby.
Hey, y'all getting teams.
Hey, that's he can do it.
Hey, that's my name I'm putting in the hat there, LBC.
But hey,
because we're throwing names in the hat.
You look at the recognition that Deion, or the exposure Deion brought to Jackson State. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised you see more guys like it, you know, getting opportunities, you know?
Right.
I mean, Ray Lewis need to get a shot. He need to get a team, you know, if that's what he wants to do, you know?
LB Derek say, come on, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, Shelly got the end the Central, but she'll vote against you.
Hey, Lou, you trying to start an issue. My baby say she'll never vote against you. There you go. Don't be hating. Don't be hating.
Hey, no, I'm saying if you had the Central gig.
No, she say she'll be on the staff. What are you talking about?
Well, hey, she better, because that's the only way it'll be, because she got to get some kind of HBCU in on the staff. So she gonna get in.
Oh, yeah. She say, child, please. She bring a lot to the table.
No, I'm not denying that, but according to her and what she just said about Eddie, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Lou being messy, babe. He trying to use what.
Hey, so NBA, man. Listen, did everybody read on Yahoo what your boy KD just said, man? This is a guy who everyone's talking about. You know, he wants his name thrown in with all the greats. He's a why y'all ain't saying my name when you're saying LeBron name. And during the interview last night, I think it was, or the other night, MB, KD said Durant said his development and not necessarily winning titles is what drives him now. And this is him quote, "And once I won a championship with Golden State, I realized that, like, my view on this game is really about development. Like, how good can I be? It's not about, let's go get this championship. I appreciate that stuff, and I want to win to experience that stuff, but it's not the end all, be all of why I play the game." So, MB, winning ain't everything, MB. Mm-hmm. I think we had a discussion before, and I don't know who else was on here, MB, but they said, well, shoot, that's what you do it all for. I think it might have been Coach. You do it to win. Mm-hmm. And KD say, no, you do it for the development, MB. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to develop, try to better my game. That's why I'm out there. Mm-hmm. I ain't necessarily out there to win. So my question stood like this: should the game be played to win, or is it really about development, like KD just said?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I got to see the actual video because I was reading the article that we was talking about, and and so I got to look at it in the context because I give you this: when we was at Seattle, coaching at Seattle, right? You know, our focus, it's like it's all about winning the day, do things better than they've been done before, and so we never talked in terms of, hey, we want to win a championship. That's our end goal. Da 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 da. We just focus on getting better that day, winning the day, you know? And so when I initially heard it, I went to that frame of mind where it's like, because we're your personal philosophy, and that's what, because he was like, that's my why. That's what drives me every day is best to be the best I could be is, you know? And so I kind of looked at it like that. I saw it in a different light, because I was so used to that conversation where you don't talk championship, you just talk about getting better and doing best. Like one thing we talked about, 25 words or less describe your personal philosophy. And mine's always been a player, COBMB, commit on being my best. Like, say if you're with a bad team and you know you have no chance to win, then I mean, and you say, man, I want to win a championship, I want a championship, man, you'd be disappointed. But as far as like, man, I want to be the best we could be and do all that. It's just stuff you try to focus on, stuff you can control like that.
You can't do that though. You gotta take the guy who said it and his situation. He's playing with two of the best players in the NBA, period. And you're saying, you're looking at it like in a way of just get better every day.
Well,
Man, don't make all them trades for them guys. Don't pay him the max, because any team with three of the greatest scorers in the game right now, like James Harden, LeBron James, 1, 2, however you want to spin it, shake it, argue it, the two best scorers in the game right now. KD is a half step behind that. And then Kyrie might be two, 3, maybe 4 steps at the most behind that group. And that's what you're saying. I can't accept that, MB. I'm sorry.
And I understand that. I guess for me, like I said, the last part of the quote when he said, "I appreciate, let's go get that champ. I appreciate the stuff. I want to win it, to experience that stuff, but it's not the end all, be all of why I play the game." You know.
Well, don't.
And it says so that doesn't mean Durant doesn't care about winning. He stated that he still wants to win, but that's not why he continues to play basketball, you know? And
don't allow. Well, stay in Oklahoma. Don't go to Golden State. Don't.
Well, that's the thing.
But your whole career does not say that. You would have stayed at OKC. So that's why I said take the person and the situation and apply the comment. You can't.
And that's what I'm
looking at yourself and looking at past things you've done to decide on what he means. I'm saying, listen, if you say, like, somebody else can say that, like you said, if somebody was losing and in a situation where they can't win, yeah, you can say that, but you can't say that. And your team's the most talented in the NBA, more talented than my Lakers, and that came out your mouth. That's unacceptable, MB.
What Klew could it be? Because he framed that same quote you talking about. He said, "And once I won," because you're right, he made a sacrifice. He left OKC to go to Golden State with the whole goal in mind to get a championship, right? And then, but then now once he got it, he was like, "Man, that's not the end goal for me no more." You know.
Okay.
I realized that, like, my view on the game is really about development. It's like trying to be the best he could be.
Why you partner with Kyrie? Because Kyrie signed there first. You didn't have to go. Why you didn't go to DC? Go play in DC in front of your home fans. Then they would have appreciated you, and you could have lost there for the rest of your career and kept getting better.
I gotta watch.
No sense. See, this the cop out right here, MB. This the cop out. But when I get put out of the Eastern Conference finals, or if I win that, and get routed by them LA Lakers, then I can always go back to this. Well, y'all, I told y'all, listen, it's about me getting better. It's about me getting better, worried about what's next, and I feel like these are the things that I need to work on to get better. And I've already gotten the ring.
Hey, well, Klew, I'm telling you, this is whole. That's why I say to remind me of Seattle, because it's the whole mindfulness thing that we talked talking about. We don't talk championships, talk about just winning the day, being the best you could be. And this is where it comes from. It's the same talk. That's what I'm saying. It's because Seattle, they won the championship, end up losing the back-to-back. And the way they went, it's just a different approach to get through it. Because when I was at UM, we broke it down every time to my 12-0 championship, 12-0. That was our end goal, right? And then we didn't get it. Then we was disappointed. But a lot of people nowadays who won championship, they're like, it's all of this talk that he's talking. They're sounding just like him about the mindfulness of getting better. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna jump on Seattle too. I'm finna jump on that and expose that.
Talking about that. There's different approaches to get it. That's all I'm saying. I look at it different. I understand what you're saying, but I've been a part of that conversation. I've been on both sides of it, and it's case to win. It's arguments for either one. But go ahead.
All right, but if Pete Carroll believes that y'all best will produce a championship. He believes if y'all continue to prepare, get better every day, win the day, then you'll eventually win the championship. He's not saying that to go to the playoffs. He's not saying that to be one to win 2 games in the playoffs. He's saying that for the ultimate Super Bowl. It's just a different way of looking at it, but the same goal. He ain't doing that, winning no days every day just to end up being another team that had a good year. And I don't care what he say and pretend to say around y'all, but that's ultimately what he wants to do, is win the championship. He just has a different way, a fun sway. Hey, your boy, he must have been got out in the West Coast and dealt with old Phil. Scotty, he dealt with Phil. He got old Phil in his life, and I'm sure y'all had Phil probably come talk to y'all. That's Phil kind of talk, man. There ain't no fooling nobody. At the end of the day, it's 12-0. So, hey, it's 12-0. It's your same Miami speech, MB. It's just round the block with it.
Yeah, I guess, man. It's 2 different thoughts. I guess,
Well, MB, was he saying that to win the day so y'all just go to the playoffs? I mean,
no.
Why were you winning today?
No. I mean, you want to be the best you can be, and
what does that equal? What is it equal?
Equals the championship.
Thank you.
Hopefully.
That's what like you said, you looking at it a different way, but the goal is the same.
Well, I guess when you read, like I said, once again, I got to see the video and the content that he's talking about. But all I can say, when I read it, it made me think about that, the mindfulness about winning the day, about being your best. That's the whole focus. Like, you try to take the pressure off yourself and just focus on being the best you could be and control what you could control and not worry about the rest. And that's what I'm saying. When he said in the contents, like, hey, yeah, I want to win the championship, but that's not my end all. That's not my why. That's not why I do what I do. And like I said, and sometimes once you get that championship, you're like, okay, check, I got that off the list. And then now you're focusing, okay, let me focus on da-da-da-da. You're right. Who knows? He could be talking outside of that, like you're saying. Why did he go to
the man to trade to the Wizards, baby?
Yeah.
It's just your attitude. Well, look.
Well, I mean, because he already got that championship now. Once he got, I remember we was like, man, you get that championship, like, man, and then next thing you know, well, let's go win it again, And but some people, man, they got that off their bucket list. Like, man, I got the championship. So then now dude's like, okay, I want to get paid. I don't know what his end goal is. Now he's like, okay, I got the championship. I've been there, done that, right? So now I'm going to just focus on being the best. I mean, who knows? I don't know what that dude. That's what I'm saying. I got to see the video and see the content of what he's saying. But all I said when he was saying what he was talking about, or just about being his best self, I was like, man, that's that mindfulness, man. That's the thing about just winning the day. That's a different approach that was brought up,
Well, he might have said that because we gave him a quarter right out. Right, we had just gave him a quarter. So talk like that might have happened because them LA Lakers, baby, beat them by 25. Yeah, No LeBron, no AD. No LeBron, no AD. They didn't have James Harden. Okay. They didn't have James Harden. But we didn't have LeBron nor AD and gave them 25. Okay. So I see why he's trying to develop and get better, MB. That's
you say he's trying to get out?
I can see why he no, I'm just saying.
We see what's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, it is. If you can't deal with us by yourself, and we ain't got neither one of our horses. What? Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, Lewis, what's going on, baby?
Yeah, that was Lewis breaking it down. He part of that. Lewis brought part of that mindfulness right there. Go ahead, Lewis. Educate K. Lou.
He said we get better individually so that we can get better collectively in order to win. So see, all that he just said is beautiful. You see them last three letters though?
In order to win.
So y'all can say, listen again. It's a matter of how you like it. You know, straight or with a little chaser, LB. So y'all like it with a little chaser. That's what y'all saying. Give me mine straight. So
but K. Lou, let me ask you this question. K. Lou.
Win.
K. Lou, he not saying that he don't want to win championship. He's saying that's not his end goal. So what if you part of something and you like, man, my end goal is to win championship. My end goes championship. So, and you never win a championship, then now your career is like bad because we defining people by being a GOAT based on how many championships.
That's what we do. That's exactly how we. And listen. That's how we judge people. We got people on pedestals. You know, Draymond Green is one of the greats now because he won championships. And if you don't believe it, he say he the greatest defender ever.
The GOAT, baby.
So you see what I'm saying? So this is what this talk has produced.
Yeah.
But listen, I understand him getting better, MB, but he can't be that guy to say that. Trust me. You leave a great situation in OKC. A great situation.
That's what I'm saying. He already checked it off the list.
Then you go check it off the list, and then you go tag team with another great and bring a third one in. You can't say that. Okay. Listen. If somebody else talk like that, MB, you know what I mean? Let me see. Dame Dollar say that. If Dame Lillard say that, I'm like, I feel you, Dame.
Right.
I feel you. But KD can't say that.
You saying it's like what Double A said, his actions speak louder than his words. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. You out of all people can't say that. Give me another player, MB. Then I'll be kumbaya with you. But
then you'll be like, okay.
Yeah, he can't say that. Great player. Again, MB, there would be a huge argument, him, LeBron, and James Harden being best scorers in the game right now. Like, that's a huge argument. However you see basketball is where you're going to come in probably on that argument. And I'm not going to tell nobody they wrong. That's how close that group is. And then you tag teaming with one of them, and then talking about you ain't worried about what, man, come on, stop it. Stop it.
You say you're not believing it, man. I got you.
Stop it. No, I think that's the setup for an excuse, MB. Well, y'all know that wasn't my goal anyway. That wasn't my goal. Listen, I've won already. Hey, I see the post game already, LB.
Yeah, okay, Lou. You see okay. Hey, you know, hey, there you go. You the butcher on to get him, K.
Hey,
Lou.
no, I'm saying the post game. You don't hear the post game interview right now.
No, I got you. You all over it. You on it. You on it. You say he set himself up. He see it, huh?
For the post game interview, he read it. Listen, I told y'all months ago that I'm worried about improving. If you look from game 1 to game 5, because that's a 4-1 right there. From game 1 to game 5, my production kept climbing. So I got better. Oh, man. Oh, man.
You said, man. You said he already said. He already setting himself up, huh?
I believe so, MB. Let me see it. Hey, Double A say I would take Westbrook over Durant any day or night of the week. I don't know if that's an argument. I mean, listen, I get it because he might be one of the hardest working men, probably the hardest working man in basketball. I mean, that's the GOAT right now. Said that's who he'll go pay to see, and that's Michael. Michael Jordan said he'll go pay. They asked him, who would you go pay to go see play? He said Russell Westbrook. So Double A, I can't argue with that about taking him over Durant. But if you talking about just unstoppable scoring, 7-foot dude that can do everything, because that's what everybody forget about that KD guy, man. He's 7 foot doing all that. That's the difference, man. He's 7 foot doing all that. So I'm just talking about the ability that he has, and you matching that up with a guy that you can argue with maybe a better scorer than him in James Harden, and then like I said, you take 5 steps under that, and you got Kyrie, and then you telling me that it ain't no championship, man. This championship a bust. But that's the Clippers. That's that Paul George talk, man.
Yeah, no doubt. He definitely said that.
Paul George talk, baby. So that's what they doing now, man. They get to do what they want to. They get to get on the best team and then say it ain't about winning, MB.
You don't sniff it out, huh?
Well, I just think I'm one of the people that just believe that, you know, when you see some foolishness, call it out. And that's what
right. I see it. I see what you're talking about. I see you, Klew. Get him.
So the play-in system, MB, you wanted to discuss that play-in, man. It's 10 teams, and my Lakers looking like we might be playing in, baby.
I hope not. No, if the playoff was, that's the thing with the Lakers had that big win, like you just said, against the Nets.
Yeah.
End up pulling it out, man, and didn't have AD, didn't have LeBron. The Nets was minus Harden, like you said, and then what's his name got kicked out the game too, though, third quarter.
Hey, and we lost our guy too.
Yeah, exactly. And because Schroeder, he was getting it done.
Don't do us like that either. We lost our dog.
Schroeder, he was being aggressive, and then you had the thing I like, right? You had a lot of other guys just stepping up. I think Tucker had a career high in assists. My man Andre Drummond had the best games with the Lakers.
What was it?
20 points and 11 boards, you know.
Listen, in 20 minutes, it was something crazy, LB. In 22 minutes, 21, 11 in 22 minutes. Man, listen, man. Y'all, with LeBron and AD out there with him, what stop? We'll be back in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's the thing about can they maintain or can they hold on until help come to AD and LeBron come back? Because right now, man, where the playoff is, you talk about the play-in, they're taking out 10 teams, and the 7th and 18 they play each other as a play-in, and the 9th and the 10th team play each other as a play-in. So if you're ranked 7th or 8th, if you win that game, then you go automatically in, and then the loser of that game plays the winner of the 9th and 10th. You know. So before the playoffs started, you'll have that play in, and that'll get you the top 8 teams right there, you know. But right now the Lakers, the playoff was to start today, man. What I don't like is that the Lakers will end up playing the Denver Nuggets. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Why you don't like it?
It's just to me, I mean, the Denver Nuggets, based on what they did, and the Lakers. I mean, that's the game you want to see in the final, you know?
Okay. Because so listen. Bottom line is teams need to be throwing games against us to get us back at the top, because we will ruin your playoffs. We will ruin y'all the playoffs. Because what I wanted to say, MB, you know who don't want us? 7, 8, 9, 10? Utah and Phoenix don't want us 7, 8, 9 to 10. That's who don't want us. So while doing all your predictions, I can tell you who don't want us down there.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what I'm saying though. I don't like that from the Lakers standpoint. I hate to see them play Denver Nuggets. That to me. That's the challenge right there. Because right now you got Utah #1, Phoenix 2, Clippers 3, Nuggets 4, the Lakers currently 5th, Trailblazers is 6th, Mavericks is 7th, and the Grizzlies 8th. You know,
right.
So like we just talked about, if playoff was to start today, then you know who the matchup in. To me, that matchup between the Lakers and the Nuggets, that's the game of the playoff right there.
Well, so sorry for them, because we gonna make them look like they ain't belong, and then y'all gonna be talking bad about the boys. No, they still the same team. They just had to see us, man.
No, but that's the one team. If you had to pick a team that could challenge the Lakers, especially with the Aaron Gordon that's added, that would probably be the team. I know Jamal Murray right now, he's out, but to me, that's going to be the Lakers' biggest challenge right there is the Nuggets.
Yeah, I can see that, MB. I can see how Drummond gonna be a problem for somebody, and AD gonna be a problem for somebody, and LeBron gonna be a problem for somebody. I can see how they cannot match up with none of that I just said. I can really see how
so
that
you don't know about it, huh?
I mean, can you see who gonna deal with any of that? Any of that? And I ain't even named nobody else, because MB, at the end of the day, you know how I talk. AD and LeBron, okay? Then everybody else just feels role. Bottom line, like AD and LeBron. So every time they come at me with something, that's what I come back with.
so you like, what's his name, John? Thing, I can't see you, right?
Yeah, I can't see nobody. So you can't see none of that.
So like, it don't matter who they play. They win.
Now this is the one time where everybody who claimed that the NBA be cheating and is rigged and all that, they wish it was rigged to the point where the Lakers just become the #1 seed, so stuff can at least work out. That's the funny part, MB. They wanted to be rigged.
Say that last part.
I said they wanted to be rigged so that LA can be the #1 seed again, so everything can play out like it's supposed to play out. Otherwise, you get teams exiting early, the lower we drop. The bigger teams that you want to see are going to be out of there. And then we going to be playing in the finals against Portland, and all y'all going to be crying.
So in your mindset, who's the second best team in the West?
I think that's a tough one, MB, because I can see how Utah, the Clippers, and the Nuggets, all three of them, fighting for #2. Mm-hmm. To really be honest, I think Phoenix is doing a tremendous job. Listen, the job that's being done down there, man, is unbelievable. But you know the playoffs is different. They got a match up for 7 games. You looked at their roster and you know we talked about their roster, and I don't know where you put them roster wise, but basically they got to see somebody for 7 games, MB.
Right.
And that's gonna be a tough look for them, especially if we end up being that team. That's gonna be ridiculous. Like, that's not even gonna be fair, right? Yeah. Like, if we're matched up with them, we're bigger than them. Then if we go small ball, we're more athletic than them. Like, it's crazy, man. I you know, they got one guy that will be an absolute problem for us, and then you got a floor general in Chris Paul that's gonna keep them together. But then what else happens after that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a losing battle. But so I don't even rank them in that. I don't think they could beat Portland. I don't think they could beat Portland. I don't think they could beat the Clippers. But I don't think they beat Denver or Utah. Utah just a well-coached machine that plays very well together, and they do things the right way. I think, you know, them, the Clippers, like I said, the Nuggets. I'm a Nugget fan, though. You know that's my #2 team. That's my #2 team. You know that. But they ain't gonna deal with us. But I like them, though.
Yeah, like I said, to me, like I told you, I'd rather see that matchup in the Western Conference Final. You know, that's why to me those are the two best teams right there. You know,
Paul George, he ain't gonna let that happen, man. Paul George, PG say playoff P say he ain't going out like that no more.
Well, man, somebody said either he gonna be playoff P or pandemic P. He said this is either he gonna be playoff P or pandemic. Which one gonna show up during the playoff, man?
Oh my goodness, man!
All right, so now let's talk about the Eastern Conference, man. What's your take on that? I mean, is the Nets the champ? Are they the team to beat over there in the Eastern Conference?
I still say, man, offensively, you see them. They get out, they score on anybody, man. They're still not defending. And when it boils down to it, I think it's a 3-man race. You know, sorry, Jason Tatum. Sorry. But it's a 3-man race. This is Milwaukee, Philly, and Brooklyn, man. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody else even matters. Yeah. Like the rest of that is barbecue chicken, MB. The rest of them barbecue chicken. It's gonna end up being those 3 teams. And you know, obviously one of them gotta face each other to move on to that conference finals. And I think it'll be Brooklyn and Milwaukee, man. Boy. And again, it boils down to defense. They ain't gonna be able to hold a Greek Freak, man, because they don't play no D.
Right.
And honestly, MB, that's the time where KD has to show up and be that 7-footer that now says, you know what, I'm gonna average 15. I'm gonna average 15 and I'm gonna lock him down. That's what he has to do.
Bro, what's that movie Taken? Good luck. No, but you know that's not his style. Not with the Greek the Freak. You better put somebody else on him.
But that's what I'm saying. He's the only dude on the floor that has any chance, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody else is a mismatch. He's the only dude on the floor that has any chance. But that's you talking about developing. Develop on defense, then, KD.
No. The chance is they better double and make him kick it out to somebody. You know, that's the thing. Yeah,
well, that's true too. But I'm just saying,
they got nobody on their roster that can handle.
Well, but you gotta, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
At the end of the day, you know, from a football standpoint, it's like bump that. I got him.
Yeah.
You know, it always happens like that. Like he ain't gonna be the reason. I got him. Somebody always speaks up in that position room with that guy that we're facing that will win the ball game for the other team. And that guy in that position, like, look, man, y'all ain't worried about him. I got him. And that's what has to happen.
And you know what the coach gonna say afterwards? Yup, you got him, and then we got him because we ain't gonna let him be. So we all got him.
Hey, LB. And you like, yeah, you got him. Cover two.
I remember we was in the Super Bowl, and so we went to our bare defense, and I had Shannon Sharp all by myself. Like that was just me. Next thing I know, my man 9'8", he's right there. He's like, you got him, but I'm gonna make sure because he was their only offense headed to that game. He was the only. And it was like, okay, I ain't gonna leave you hanging. You got him, but hey, I'm here just in case. Next thing you know, I was like, Jesse, what are you doing? We double teamed this Joker. He was like, we ain't letting this Joker beat us. My man raised no fool. That's what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, I got this Joker. I'm gonna lock this Joker down. Just like, all right, yeah, you got him, but hey, we ain't playing around with. We both got him.
And that MB, and that's the attitude you have to have. If he really developing like he say, we'll see him average 15 against Milwaukee.
Yeah. There you go. Come on, man. Hey, you just don't believe the man. The man say he still want to win championship. That's just not his end goal no more, man. He just want to be the best.
Like, we need you to develop. That's what I said. I ain't saying nothing about. I didn't say nothing about it. If he's developing, he'll average 15 against the Greek Freak and commit himself on defense. That's development.
If you try to be the best you could be, huh? You need to prove that defense, huh?
Yeah, it is. Cause see, that 15, you can score that in your sleep. So that ain't gonna take much. So we need all that energy on the other side of the court, LB. That's what I'm saying. All that energy that you ain't gonna put out on offense, we need all that on defense. Please don't let me catch y'all throwing Kyrie on him and James Harden. You know what I mean? That's just a mess. And DeAndre Jordan, he just gonna stand behind, stand in the lane. Because Greek Freak will run right past him. That's a problem. Doubt. I think that's going to be the matchup. For some reason, Ben Simmons, to me, being incapable of knocking down the outside shots, I think that's going to kill him. That you don't even have to defend that, man. Like, you can go stand at the free throw line on that guy, man.
Right.
They going to come back and bite him. That's why I think it's Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
Yeah, in the Eastern Conference Final.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Well, good, man. Well, you heard it. Low down, baby.
Hey, MVP race. LB, who you like? I hear you.
Oh man. You know what? Shoot. I wish everybody was healthy. It's kind of like dude be stepping up and getting it done, then everybody in the ice tub, man. So right now, the only dude that's healthy, once Joe Embiid came back and he at one point he was a leader, but the Joker right now, especially with Denver, they just had a 7-game winning streak just got snapped. Maybe it's the Joker right now that's leading, I'll just go with he's the most healthy out the bunch. He's been there the whole season. So maybe he'll end up winning by default. I think he's actually projected to win right now just because of the stuff we talked about,
Wow, that's crazy because you saw LeBron being in control early on. James Harden just really started making a run for it, and then he goes down. So you're right.
And then Joel Embiid, though, at one point, he was early. He was leading. I think he was leading maybe before LeBron or after LeBron. I don't know.
Right.
But it's whoever take the lead, man. It's just like tag you it, and then they tag you it. You end up getting hurt. So who knows, man? This thing is definitely a tight race. And then I was listening to Charles Barkley, and he was doing Don King promotion for Chris Paul. Based on the success that Phoenix is doing, but who knows? And then and Damon, he's been doing. But right now, I think the Joker right now probably leading just because he's been the healthiest all year. You know
what? I didn't hear Charles Barkley talk about that, but I can see that argument with them being number 2 in the West. Not being a bad team, and seeing Steve Nash win it back to back with numbers that weren't impressive at all. And basically it was a team award. They were doing so well as a team that you gave it to their captain with numbers that weren't, super impressive. Chris Paul has those same type numbers. So I'm with you. I'm with Charles Barkley. I can really understand that.
Yeah, and one name, if you want to add that in, then we got to talk about Donovan Mitchell,
Yeah.
They got the best, just had a season high the other day with 42 points, this dude here, and then how he was last playoff. Him and Murray, man, that was an instant classic. Golly.
It's just so tough, though, for those kind of guys to win. I think Greek Freak broke the mold with the small market teams, you know what I mean? Like being able to win back-to-back like that. Generally, it just goes to the Showtime big market ball clubs, man. And it probably has a lot more to do with us being able to see them more. Because who's staying up watching Phoenix, man? I ain't seen them play all year.
Yeah.
So
who knows? You're right. Media, man, because that's who votes on it, right? Don't the media votes on it?
Right. Well, yeah. Absolutely. I was thinking All-Star for a second, but
I think the media vote on that stuff.
So it's gonna be,
all right, man.
Well, we sure appreciate y'all pulling up, stopping through, hollering at us, because you know us. With MB, Klew, Sideline, the Baseline, we are gone.